Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall offense in the league.
That is caught.
And he will have a Chiefs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now 2nd and 5.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
The ball carried by the wide receiver. Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, it's Howell.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Pacheco once again.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Well, Hal's going to mix it up here.
17-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Howell from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Commanders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
That one downfield for Dotson.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Was trying to find Jahan Dotson,
but it's going to be 2nd down.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick, and the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
First down, Kansas City.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show that you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Howell. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's Hal to throw on second down. Being chased out left. Just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. With his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, then he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Yellow.
A first down carry for Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. Howe's throw caught by Olave. Fighting his way through contact. And he's going to be taken down right there at the 27-yard line. Then quickly they get to the line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Oh, look at the juke. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down and a yard. Howell going to audible to something else. Second and 1. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. One last shot before the break. Howell. He lets it go deep for Olave. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Faking the handoff. Howell steps away. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
Howell throwing on third down here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll go play action. Howell. He completes it to Olave. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Olave. 62 yards. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Yellow.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a pickup of 6.
A run by Pacheco on second down.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
Sione Takitaki from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Powell.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Chris Olave
with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Chiefs 6.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of...
Travis Kelce!
Big strides, look at him go. Travis Kelce.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 38.
66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. And Howe will throw it.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll drop this off to Pacheco.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. After the penalty, it's Henry. And some space here. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And once again, the Commander defense stout against the run game. They drop him for a 2nd straight play.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Now Mahomes. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll run for it with Pacheco.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Hey, 57, 57.
On first down, Mahomes.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mahomes going to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes, sliding out of the pocket. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Now he'll look to throw it. Olave over the middle. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Olave
from 19 yards away.
And the Commanders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Chiefs 19.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
First down, Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He'll buy some time right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Taken down that time by Felix Anudike Uzama. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
2nd and 5.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 5. Off play action. It's Howell. This pass hauled in by Dotson. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 19 yards there on the catch and run. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. And following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Howell. And
quick throw here. That's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Third and one. Howell's going to throw it.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
Going for it on fourth. Here's Howell. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Washington first down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on fourth. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts.
That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Now Howell.
Touchdown!
Chris Olave
from 10 yards out.
And the Commanders extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Second and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. One final try for Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well rounded.